For centuries, you have been told by the West, by the Abrahamic world, and by the modern intellectuals that bowing to a statue is backward. They laughed at us. They called us pagans. They called us blind. But if I told you, are the ones loves true blind? They say God is formless, yet they pray facing a specific direction. They kiss a black stone. They nails before two intersecting piece of wood. They hold a book and called it the ultimate truth. Are these not forms? Are these not idols? Every human mind is an idol worship because the human mind cannot grasp the infinite without symbol. The only difference is Sanatana Dharma is honest about it. Today I am going to tear apart this hypocrisy. I will look at the exact science of why ancient races created deities and what Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa actually proved to the universe. Welcome to ISWOR. It is time to open your third eye. Let us talk about the arrogance of the formless religion. They claim God is infinite, omnipresent, and the beyond form. Excellent. We agree. In Advaita Vedanta, we call this Nirguna Brahma, the absolute, formless consciousness. But in the same breath, they say, our God is jealous, our God is angry, our God will throw you in the hell if you don't believe our specific prophet. Look at the absurdity. You give the infinite consciousness human emotions like jealousy and anger, but you draw the line at giving him a physical form. You have limited the limitless. You say, God can be everything, but God cannot be in that stone. God cannot be in that metal. If God is truly infinite, how can he be excluded from the stone? If Brahma is everywhere, it is vibrating in the very atoms of the idol. The rishis of Sanatana Dharma were the greatest spiritual scientists in the human history. They knew that trying to focus the mind on a formless void is like trying to catch the wind with a net. So they gave us the technology of the Murti. A Hindu does not worship the stone. This is the ignorance of the West. We worship through the stone. Think of a magnifying glass. Sunlight is everywhere, but if you want to start a fire, you need a lens to concentrate those rays into a single burning point. The Murti, the idol, is that magnifying glass. When a deity is concentrated through the science of prana pratishtha, using specific mantras, sacred geometry, and acoustic vibrations, that space is no longer just matter. It becomes a localized focal point of cosmic energy. It's become a portal. Quantum physics today tells us that the observer affects reality. The ancient of Hindus knew this thousands of years ago, when millions of devotees poured their highest frequency of love, devotion, and tears into a single form over centuries. That form becomes alive. It is not just psychological, it is physics. It is the highest manifestation of consciousness. And if you want to the ultimate proof, you do not need to the back thousands of years. You need to look at a temple on the banks of the Ganges in Kolkata. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev, he did not just theories. He performed the most radical spiritual experiment in the modern history. To the world, Mother Kali at Dakshineswar was a statue made by a black basalt. But Ramakrishna, she was living, breathing, vibrating reality of the cosmos. He loved her with such agonizing intensity that the fabric of reality tore open. He fed her and he saw her eat. He put his hand under her nose. He felt the breath. The intellectuals of his time called him mad. But then the greatest Advaita Vedanta scholars came to test him and they bowed at his feet. Ramakrishna proved the ultimate secret of Sanatana Dharma. Ekang Brahma, Premam, Paramam. The formless infinity of Advaita Vedanta and the maddening, intoxicating love of Gaudiya Bhaktivad are exactly the same thing. They are like fire at its burning power. We cannot separate them. The infinite becomes finite just to taste of its own love. The formless takes a form so the devotee can embrace it. The world has lost this truth. We are either drowning in dry, lifeless intellect or blind, fanatic dogma. This is why ISWOR, the inner spirituality and wisdom organization of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansadev, exists. I am not here to give you another religion. I am here to give you the ultimate synthesis. We are the razor-sharp logic of Vedanta melts seamless into the supreme ecstasy of divine love. Do not let anyone tell to you traditions are backwards. You are the inheritor of the most advanced spiritual science in the cosmos. If you are ready to stop arguing about God and actually experience God, if you want to walk the path where wisdom meets supreme love, then you belong here. Subscribe this channel, join ISWOR Global Community today. Let's awakening begin. Namaskar.